Hey, how's it going? 1311, which is 111 as I go to shoot this video. Um, Today is what, October 30th, 2025, and I believe it's Thursday. How is everybody doing? Hold on. I want to double check the date here. Anyway, it is, October 30th, Thursday. We were right. I want to show you guys. I know I just opened the blinds, so I saw my granddaughter yesterday, and my daughter, and my son, Aaron, and my daughter-in-law. But this is what the baby, she's 2. She painted for Grandma. She painted for Grandma. See her pretty things? I'm super excited to hang these up on my wall because she made them for Grandma. She put butterflies in little, it's so cute. So those we need to put up on the wall. How's everyone doing? My daughter came in town yesterday, and I was with my daughter came in town yesterday, and I was with my granddaughter, hanging out. So a 1 and a 9. How freaking cool is that? Let's just see from the messages from the mermaids and the psychic tarot, since I have them mixed up, since I had to take cards out of them, these picture cards. I woke up yesterday, I think it was, and a couple people have commented, what am I good for or whatever, and I really appreciate people and their insights on things, and I'm not sure what video that was and what I was talking about, but it just is interesting when you see people that have to make negative comments. But why? Why do that? I mean, to get a rise, well, you're going to have to do that with somebody else, because that's not going to really work with me. Although I'm bringing it up, but I mean, how rude. But I appreciate it, and I think I told him, thank you. Because, I don't know, what am I good for? Why are you watching me? But, and then somebody else did a heart, and then somebody else, said, keep up the good work. Thank you guys. But it just goes to show, it goes back to other videos that I've spoke about. Oh, I just spit. That I have spoke about. Not everyone's going to get the messages, and people show you who they are. That's not what I was going to say, though. It's just, why say anything at all if you can't say something nice? What's the point of that? It just shows you where they're at and what they think, Sometimes I don't make sense. Maybe every time I don't. I don't know. But I'm still going to come on here and do these videos and talk about whatever pops up, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles. There's something in the works. Whether you guys have it in another Pentacle. So there's something in the works. There's something going on with, oh yeah, this wanted to come up, and the Queen of Wands. But it's okay. You're either working a job or you're working towards something, but it has something to do. We're just going to say earthly things, earthly matters, not necessarily cash flow. I was telling my granddaughter yesterday, she's like, what's mommy doing? I said, mommy's busy baking stuff. But why? And I'm like, because she's got to make that money. Because see all this stuff you like? You just explain it to her. Then she goes, oh. Why? Explain it. Oh. That's the cutest, right? So, you aren't where you used to be. I could have said you're not where you used to be. You aren't where you used to be. I think we should take that one out. Look. This is why you stand out. This is why you keep being your unusual, weird self. I was talking to a lady that was checking us out at Walmart in Raymore yesterday. And I said, I love your nails. She's like, really? I do them myself. And I'm like, oh my God, you're so good at that, And I was like, you could get on YouTube and do stuff. She's like, I don't think I'm YouTube, stream worthy or whatever she was saying. I was like, well, why not? Well, because I'm unique, I'm not everyone's. And I said, yeah, but that's, even if it seems like we're flooded with the same thing, there's so many people in the world and not everyone is everyone's cup of tea. Somebody will, I can't remember what I said to her, but she's like, I've never heard that before. And she's like, you know what? Thank you. I really needed to hear that, and I can't remember what it was, which is fine because she got the message. She needed to hear something that just flowed. You know what I mean? So we are doing, we do the work of God. We do the work of humanity and service and stuff just at a store. There's words that we speak that will come upon us where we might not have had the words, but God will put the words into our mouth to say to somebody. We could say something to somebody and we have no idea. I mean, I was able to hear what I said. She was like, oh, thank you for saying that. I've never heard that before. I can't, like I said, I can't remember what it was, but it was something simple. And a lot of times it is just the simple things, So always be yourself. Speak what you feel that comes onto your mind, especially, remember, we want to speak things that help people. And sometimes it won't always come out beautiful, but you know what I mean? Like strangers and stuff, Like you know what I mean? Saying nice things to help uplift people. Somebody has cute shoes. I love your shoes. Your shoes are so cute. Or, oh my God, I love your nails. Oh my gosh, your hair is so pretty. Or, whatever. All of that are acts of kindness and service if you think about it. We get so fixated on being of service or the works or whatever is like you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way, and that's the only way it means this or no. It comes in all forms. A smile, hi, could save somebody's life. Maybe they've been walking around and they lost someone or they're just in a deep depression just because of life. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter. And maybe they felt like unseen. People may run into them and da-da-da, but you were the one person that was like, hi, good morning, or have a blessed day, or you just wave or just smile. And that can be a game changer. I'm getting chills. That could be a game changer for someone. Somebody may be like, oh, and then something will click. I am seen. Doing nice gestures, where somebody may have lost all hope in humanity and then they run across you and you do something kind, whatever it is, and it restores their faith in humanity. It's all the things that they don't put out. It's the little things. It's like they're giving me like what Jesus said about the mustard seed. It's so tiny. You know? What is it? An acorn grows a freaking oak tree. You know how big those get? You know what I mean? It's a seed. Planting a seed. And then you help them to feel better, so maybe they have a smile on their face, and then they say hi to somebody. You see the chain reaction? What are you focusing on? Where are you putting your attention? That's the life you're going to build. If you think this always happens to me and all I have is bad luck and your wish is my command, says the genie, says the universe, says energy, then that's all you're going to see. And it's hard. Trust me, I know. I'm not somebody that was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, never had a fucking problem, just sitting on here talking about la 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 la. I'm talking about, should I live? 11/11. I've taken this apart 3 times. Or no, this is my 3rd time starting it, and I think I might have one before it was too wide. Now it might not be wide enough, but we're just going to go with this, I think. I don't know. I don't want to take it all apart again, you know. But anyway, I just thought I'd come on here, you know. Faith. Thankful, grateful, blessed. You know what I mean? And then I have this. I should play with this. I wonder if I could. No, this is supposed to be hand crocheted, so finger knitted blanket. But you know, I've gotten some stuff done that was really weighing heavy on my mind, and we just go from here. I got some plant clippings, you know. Right now I'm just making my blanket. I don't feel like doing anything around the house. I don't know. I got some yarn. I want to use for towels, you know. What do they call them? Tea towels, where you cut the dish towel, and then you sew it, and then you crochet things put a button on it, so you could put it over a handle, so you always have something. So, but I was thinking about doing that, but I'm thinking I'm going to make my granddaughter some slippers out of this for herself. I asked her if she'd wear them. She said yes, but I don't think she knows what I mean. But so, yeah, I love this. I would love to make a lot of stuff out of this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'd like to make me something out of this. Just trying to think of things I can do for Christmas for my family, people I love, and I want to make things. I don't want to go buy anything. I don't have the money to go buy anything. Yarn is at least a little bit cheaper. Depends on what you make. You have to make a whole bunch of it. Like if you're using this kind of yarn, this shit's expensive. Because it takes so much. Like this is one ball. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to work on making me a blanket so I'm not cold at night. I should take it apart, make it a little bit longer again. Anyway. You guys have a blessed day. And even when you feel like you're not doing anything, you are affecting someone's life in a good way. You are an inspiration, whether you realize it or not. And for those of you who don't talk to people, you go to this, maybe you never leave your house. I don't know. Maybe it's just somebody on the phone. I don't know. If it's for you, it's for you. If none of this makes sense to you, then, what can I say? It's, carry on, my wayward son. But I appreciate everybody. And thank you for being here. And, we're not going to be upset about people and the way they view and the way they think. We just, we've grown past that. And it doesn't affect us anymore, right? You know who I'm talking to. You, right? Right now, listening to this. So, we just carry on our wayward son. And there will be peace when we are done, right? But it started with peace within yourself first, and this is what's emanating from you now. So carry on. I love you. Namaste. Peace.